have my video app pulled up. Let's go ahead and get this AliExpress haul video up and going. First up on the list, we have the two-piece leather genuine carbon fiber neck pillow, and here it is right now. Basically, it comes in a couple of brands. From what you see here, you got the German type of colors and the M branding colors. For me, I opted for the R, obviously. Don't really care for the Volkswagen much, but that's how it came. The Mark 6 had the R embroidered on the headrests. Mark 7 doesn't. The Mark 7 comes, it's universal. GTI, Golfs, basically is the same type of design. The R is embroidered here in the middle, which is not showing because of the seat rests, or I mean the seat covers. So, hence why I have these. But on top of that, it provides great neck support on longer vehicle or longer road trips. It's better in terms of comfort than the original ones I got there. Basically, these are flat, protrudes less, and I used to have two of them, but because I have the Euro headrests, it won't fit anymore, so that's why I went and got these. Alright, next on the list would be, alright, so this is the LQ10 Leo, artificial leather steering wheel. Basically, this is the Zuji wrap. Most of you know it for the company Zuji. This one comes in for the GTI. Alright, as you can tell, red stitching, but I opted for blue stitching. I had to email the customer service. I wanted the blue racing stripe, leather on top, perforated leather on the side. And basically, it was a straightforward install in terms of if you have basic knowledge of, you could learn it pretty quick. Sewing skills. It took about maybe an hour and over, because I was actually recording everything. So it tapers off on the side, and so far it's held up pretty well for 2 years. Alright, so overall I like it. I think it was money well spent. I spent a little bit more. I think it was like $20 or so rather than 17 found here. Next on the list we got, okay, so we got the aluminum ship paddles extensions, right? For me, I got these from Pin Alloy. That was a company, and they, well, from here you see AliExpress offers these, the black, silver, and red, right? For me, I opted for the blue to go ahead and maintain the color scheme. And as you can tell, it's screwed on or bolt based. There's 4 altogether, 2 on each side, I believe. And I remember putting 3M material to prevent the OEM stock paddles from being scuffed or indented. I use them every day, so I think this is money well spent as well. Next on the list we have this thing. This is basically the Tpu Key cover for Volkswagen. Alright, and this is the exact one I got. I think I paid a little bit less because this one came without the what do you call it? The rope or the keychain, right? So basically a snap-on, a 2-piece hardcover ABS plastic. Held up pretty well because hardly dropped it, or never at all, so there's no scuffs. Put painter's tape here so the keychain ring doesn't scuff it up either. And I got some 3M material here for the most contact points, everyday contact points, even though I have keyless entry. Right, yeah. Again, keeping with the color scheme. I think an all black interior is kind of boring. I do like the black headliners, however, but everything inside the Golf, I believe, it's a little bit too dark. I like the new 7.5s have the pinstriping here, so I thought that's kind of dope. But moving forward, right? So this is the next item we have, which is right about here. Not too worth it, I'm gonna be honest. All right. It's a good fitment, but it's not really, it doesn't do much. It provides some sort of accent, but at the same time, I wouldn't spend that much money on it. If I had to do it over again, I would save you guys some time and purchase this thing. Alright. Moving forward, we got the two LED car logo cup lights. Alright, so this is, I couldn't find the one with the R, but I guess for this auction you could go ahead and let them know if the design you want. And I have it here. I'm not sure it's gonna go on because there's too much light here. But at night, it pretty much lights up the whole cup holder, the two cup holder section, the center console. I have one here and I have one over there, and this one gets powered by the USB console inside. Alright, so these are up to you. Provides a pretty cool look, especially the R at night. Next we have the USB wireless remote. Okay, so these are the LED strips. Basically it gets powered by this car charger, 12 volt right here. And yeah, so if you could, yep, right there. So I could give you guys a closer look at night, but other than that, I have it over here, and I also have it in the back section for when the passengers are sitting. It illuminates this whole section over here. Alright, and it's pretty dope at night, I'm not gonna lie. And it comes with a remote. You can have multiple colors, whatever you want. It also goes with the beat of the music. A little bit corny, but yeah, it came with it. So next we have these A5m Neon Light. It starts from the left passenger AC vent. It goes all the way up the instrument cluster, passes through. Alright, see if it focuses, through the center console head unit. And here is the eye source starting here. I've done plenty of things to try to hide this, but it's not going to work. When I did the mod for the 8-inch Discover Pro, I tried to fit this on in and tuck it under, but this part inside the soft touch material is blocked off. So that's the sacrifice I have to live with. I got used to it. It definitely is an eyesore, but I can't really do anything about it. The thing is, when I got it was a perfect length. It ended off here. Basically, it trails around this carbon fiber trim piece all the way down, loops back, and ends here, where I get to plug in the power source in the USB. So, moving on. This is the the dashboard ceiling strips or weather stripping. It's more like for sound purposes. It's a universal piece where it fits inside, and it goes between the windshield and the dashboard. The reason I bought it was because the Mark 7, I think I may be the only one who enjoys the sound actor. When I have the sound actor on, something over here starts vibrating. I know it's not my shades because I took it out and it was still vibrating. Something inside here starts vibrating, but once I installed that strip right there, I think it insulated the noise or something, and prevented some sort of rattle. So far so good. It was a custom piece. I cut it off, tapered it off at the end, and pretty much it's invisible. Moving on, we have this is kind of self-explanatory. Tire stem valve covers, right? And I guess we're moving on outside of vehicle, and excuse my apologies for the wind. So I have it here, and this is what we're working with. This one comes in red, but I have some 5M material, so basically it's the same thing. And I did it throughout all four car handles. One here, one in the back, and take you around slowly. One over here. Alright, and so far so good. Provide some different type of pattern. And moving out, we got let's go ahead and talk about this. I'm going to skip the other one for a minute. I'm going to talk about this cover, the carbon fiber piece. This is not really truly the carbon fiber piece, but I had it in my favorites. For me, I have the A5m material as well, and basically I went ahead and wrapped it. Again, so far it's holding on pretty well, and when it does go ahead and rip or tear, I'm going to go ahead and just stick with this piece. It says Mark 6, so this is the Mark 7. Alright, and moving forward, again, we're going to talk about the car handle sticker protectors. I have a hack, I guess. This you could get for $1.14. Alright, it goes. But for me, I actually opted for, sorry about the wind, but I opted for invisible shielding for the phones. I just kind of cut it off, and it prevents passengers from scuffing up the behind the door handle, right? Because they have nails and everything, right? I have these ABS car stopper door covers, and this is a perfect fitment. I think this is the one that surprised me the most for the type of price, for the amount that I paid. I didn't expect it for it to be such a perfect fitment, in which it is. So basically, it comes in a set of 4s, prevents the bolt inside here to be rusted over time because of the elements. It really surprised me how much of a perfect fit it was. Alright, like I said, it comes in 4. Okay, so here we have, let's turn around, 4-piece car R stainless steel door set striker cover. Okay, so these are basically door hinge covers. It comes in pretty much any color that you want. I opted for the R, obviously, again. It was a really great fitment. It doesn't inhibit the car from closing or anything like that. Basically, it just sticks on via 3M tape in the back, and it's been here ever since. Alright, and next we have this thing. So what I couldn't find was the original listing for the Golf R1. Here we have the Golf version, and so far it's been holding up again for 2 years almost. And the Mark 6 had it, in which it was here as well, but the Mark 7 never came with anything, so I thought it would finish off the look. The R needs a little bit of work because it's not as nice, but for the price, it's up to you guys. Alright, and overall, I think what was it? It's not as bad. If you're afraid of the tape falling off, it's not gonna rip off the paint or anything. All right, so feel free to test it. But here again, we got the ABS door covers, right? And let me go ahead and move them out. Show you guys the lighting. And there it is. If we could auto focus, it's not. Alright, but a little trick here, I have silica to prevent any type of what do you call it, moisture or cars from fogging up. It kills odors and everything, so I just want to keep it here. Alright, again, this is also from AliExpress. I can't really find the seller anymore, but it's a reflective decal that I put on the side. Pretty much, yeah, I mean, decide what you want on it. I think it looks okay. Let me close the door and walk a little bit further, see how it looks. Alright, so moving to the rear, we have, well, this one we didn't get from AliExpress. I actually got it from eBay. Alright, great quality, great fitment. See a lot of wins. I'm just going to open up the trunk. Okay, so we're jumping the gun here. Let's talk about this Bjorndir soft woolen felt cover trunk organizer. Okay, and what I keep in here are basically detail supplies, detail spray, shop towels and all that. Keep it here, it keeps it from flying all over. It's an OEM look. Really nice. It's decently sized and keeps on par with the color scheme in the back, which is basically your felt lining. All right, nothing really to talk about here, but I recommend this as well. And then that's it for the trunk. Starting from the rear hatch, I have this matte type of lining. All right, and basically it wasn't too much. I actually got it for less money than this, but it comes in different colors. I think it provides an accent, or it accents the rear hatch pretty well. It's a little bit dirty right now because the Mark 7 hatches get really dirty. It's not like the Mark 6. The Mark 6 is much cleaner. I'm going to close the hatch, give you guys a look. Yeah. So there you have it. Alright, I think it provides some sort of, I don't know, like a divide point, a division point. I think it just makes it look overall nicer, in my opinion. Alright, so obviously you guys have seen, we got the OEM, not OEM, sorry, I keep saying OEM, it's not. This is the Oettinger spoiler. Alright. Fitment doesn't bother me again, but it may bother some. It's held up pretty well for about 1.5 years already. Clear coat is intact. And again, sorry for the wind, but no hazing, no peeling or anything like that. It lasted 2 winters. So far, 3M tape and a little bit of Sikaflex glue held up, and yeah. But what I will probably get a lot of opinions on would be this bootleg Oettinger decal right there. Right? I stuck it on just because. We're almost done. Let's move forward. And another look at the R decal, which reflects at night. Got it right about there. Alright. And again, I have these H7 cornering lights, LEDs. So I have it on the corner right there. So at night, it's pretty bright. Okay, we're gonna open the hood. A little bit dirty, but I got one of these things right here. I got it for way less than $1, and I think it's good fitment as well. Not sure we really need it, but it's a pretty clean look in my opinion. Alright, so this basically sums up my AliExpress haul video. I hope you guys found it useful. I'm sure everyone has a lot of opinions on how I go ahead and spend my money, but some of you are asking or may wonder why I don't go power or increase power instead of spending my money on tidbits like this. I guess I learned from the Mark 6. The Mark 6 I had a lot of clutch issues, clutch troubles, because of the power I was putting out. I was stage 2 plus, and I was gonna go stage 3 until I went ahead and started having clutch issues. Clutch died, it left me stranded. Not the car's fault, more like the driver's, because I put so much power, or I tuned it to where so much torque, the clutch stopped taking it. I've been through a couple of clutches in the Mark 6, so hence why I decided to go for the Mark 7 and why I went for the DSG. But yeah, I think eventually I probably will go maybe stage 1 and JB4 or something like that. I'll start off a little bit slower, but I don't have any plans for a downpipe or any stage 2 as of yet. Definitely maybe some suspension mods in the future. But thank you guys for keeping up and subscribing and just sitting with me for this really long video, about 20 minutes plus. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.